might be. But that is onto Bakassi versus iid3rp, which is happening right now.
Ooh, okay. All right, so I see in the lobby chat they're saying, please no third time. Oh boy.
Third time?
What did we miss? Third time.
What's happening for a third time?
I don't know.
My mind, I really want that to be third time, as in third time playing the map because it was a tied score. That's the ideal situation. There's no way though. Like,
nah, only in
they
Taiko.
They did not tie a score.
Come over to Taiko and watch some Japanese matches, and then you will see the glory that is of doing matches over and over again.
I can dream though.
You can, and you will. So, here we go. We're tuning into Ninjans. I think that's easy. Yep, there we go. Wait, this is only 1 minute long.
This is a warm-up?
Wait.
This is not in the pool.
Wait a minute. They didn't start?
Interesting situation. But yeah, no, this is definitely not a map in the map pool.
Yeah, no, it's only 1 minute. I was about to say.
You know, unless I'm just blind. But I do not recall.
No, we're not blind, right? I hope not.
So it's 20 minutes into the match. One match finished in its entirety before the other match finished warm-ups, apparently.
Oh.
But I mean, hey, that's a positive for the stream because that means we get to see this whole match.
Dang straight. Okay, you know what? We're making up for last week. Okay, we were supposed to cast together like 3 times last week. Okay, we're making up for it.
We didn't at all.
We didn't at all. Bloody win by defaults. So there we go.
And that was a pretty dense map. Very short, but very dense. And onto Bakassi is onto Bakassi. So 7 200s there with an okay ratio.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
Pretty alright.
Almost does 10 to 1.
Knows how to play the game. So that was the noodles. But that said, iid3rp's score is actually quite good as well. So I wonder how this one's going to go. Onto Bakassi, of course, is one of the top seeds. I think around seed 8, if I'm throwing around somewhere around there, 6 to 8 somewhere was onto Bakassi's seed, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So this being a losers bracket match, by the way, as well, which is pretty crazy. Very scary situation for iid3rp being against someone so strong. But iid3rp themselves has been showing up some pretty insane scores themselves.
99! What an insane roll. You're not losing that. Oh my lord.
No way, right?
Oh my lands.
There's no way okay, never mind.
No, don't remind me, please.
There's no way iid3rp rolls 100, right?
No. Yeah. If that happened, I would have got the snipping camera ready.
It has to happen eventually.
Well, it actually did one time, but that was in a Quaver tournament. But that's a story for another day.
Okay, but anyway, solid roll from onto Bakassi. Of course, it's going to be they are going to win the roll. Protecting first. Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to pick and protect, really. Onto being a player that is fairly well-rounded, of course.
All right. He protects the Sarah map, which is... undercover. Question mark.
Undercover question mark. Yep. Would that be one of the coordination ones? Yes. Yes, it is. It's the it's the Serenade. Right, the Serenade map. Yeah. Chrysaline. Undercover Martin. So that is going to be the coordination pick. Of course, onto Bakassi, a very strong coordination player, and it seems like that is a big strength for a lot of players in this tournament because the coordination has been one of those pools of the map that a lot of players have been struggling with or avoiding quite a lot. So pretty fair protect there. iid3rp now, I'm going to see what he decides to protect.
Let's see. Plenty of choices. And he's going with Groove Coaster.
Groove Coaster, okay.
Which I presume he's talking about wildcard 1?
Comet Coaster? Comet. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is Comet Coaster. Yeah, I was like, oh, Groove Coaster.
I'm like...
Yeah, okay.
Wait, the string band... Hold up.
Okay, onto Bakasi banning giant steps. Okay, that's going to be the tech map out of the way. Probably just not too comfortable with the old live timing. You know, the old releases there.
Yeah.
And iid3rp going to be banning potentially one of the coordination picks. I don't think we've seen iid3rp too much on the coordination so far.
It will actually be Saraba. So that is Density 1 going to be banned.
Oh, okay. Idle map. Yeah, okay, so the one that we just saw there, one of the density picks being banned for iid3rp. Interesting ban, actually. I would have thought that density is one of the areas that iid3rp is quite strong in, but I guess it always does depend on the individual map. So something about perhaps the timing of Saraba not working too well for iid3rp in practice.
Yeah, and you know, if that's the map that you got to cut from the pool, you're right to do so. So Density 1 will be banned, leaving us with all 3 coordination and all 3 wildcards in play.
Okay, yep. Banning, then it gets unbanned, then it gets banned again. Okay. Funny
ban on,
stuff
ban
in
off.
Chat. Yep. There we go.
Doing a little trolling.
So first pick, it's going to be Zettai. Okay. We're going to go with the coordination very early on. It looks like the plan from Onta seems to be fairly straightforward. Pick the coordination pick. Pick the picks with the wacko timings for the releases. And I like the strategy.
Well, we will see if it pays off. Zettai, Tektai, Mecha Karaya.
Yeah, very, very nice Crew K release map. I guess fairly fast, actually. I think this is the fastest of the 3 release maps, or the 3 coordination maps, that is.
It sounds the fastest, that's for certain.
Yeah, 190 BPM.
Wait, that was actually pronounced correctly? Oh my god. Alright, so, here we go. We're gonna wait for the players as they acknowledge each other with good luck and have some funs. First to 5 victories will do the trick, as both sides begin their clash. So if you just tuned in late to the last match, that's okay. You're shut up on time, we swear.
Yep, match starts 28 minutes after the time, apparently. So here we go, first map. Onto Bakasi's own pick, and 99.9. Very solid start here, to say the least. iid3rp still holding on, 99.6. So not too far behind.
Yeah, very strong start by both players. Incredibly high, although this is coordinations. Initially, you'll see higher accuracies than normal relative to the rest of the pool.
But that should change absolutely, because these maps, this one as well, very, very easy to drop 200s on. So we can expect certain parts of this map, the accuracy should drop at some point. Onta's is, I mean, it feels dumb to say his accuracy has dropped to 99.8, but yes, it has dropped to 99.8. iid3rp still holding on, 99.6, hovering around that mark still, same as the start, so not dropping too much in accuracy. But it is a definite accuracy lead for Onto Bakasi.
Looking incredibly competitive as both players reached a halfway point with no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, plenty of the map left though. Definite opportunities here, but definitely these coordination picks are less physically intensive than some of the other picks in the pool. So perhaps if Onto Bakasi is comfortable with the coordination aspect, it's going to be hard to... I mean, I wouldn't expect to find too many misses from either players here, and they're still holding on to the full combos, so... iid3rp's going to have to hope for some mistakes to come out from Onto Bakasi in this last third of the map.
It can be done. It can be done. There are a couple of diff spikes towards the end, but you never know. It only matters if you play it.
Yeah, still 99.5 for iid3rp, holding on really well. against this, what is that? 99.77.
He hasn't moved. Man's just been chilling there all map.
Completely unfazed by a lot of these releases. Both players, really. They've been very rarely dropping an accuracy.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think iid3rp has been slowly dropping back a little bit. I mean, he is about to finish with 99.4.
Yeah, dropped a little bit below 99.5. Did start with 99.6, but ultimately, in a map like this, that's
Wait a minute! What a switch!
What was that? What just happened?
Oh, wow!
What?
Wow!
Huh?
Oh, no, he absolutely bottled it!
Huh?
We were about to write
this
up.
That?
We were just like,
what
man,
was that? No one.
He played it perfectly for 3 minutes, and we're just like, oh, okay, this is going to be an easy finish.
That was
right?
literally the last 2 seconds of the map. Look
at that ratio difference too. Like,
that is wild.
Kasai was just going to take it.
That is 6 misses and a 50 and 3 100s in the last 2 seconds of the map. Oh, that was a freeze. That is so unfortunate. That was one. That was it. Even if there was a miss, there could have been a miss. There could have been 2 misses. Onto Bakasi would have been fine.
Yeah.
With that amount of lead at the end of the map, it's just because every one of those last notes was a miss. That's why.
Man, it's like when you're running, it's like when you watch those Don't Celebrate Too Early videos and the guy's running down like the marathon, he's just making it to the finish line, and right at the very end he just trips on something and loses the race. Yeah,
that was like a jump scare end to the map.
Bancher said no.
Yeah, has to restart, so onto Bakasi's going to be back later, but iid3rp managing to win a break point. A win's a win, and that's going to be 1 on the board for iid3rp. Gets his own pick now. It's going to be Late Night, one of the tech maps. And onto Bakasi did ban one of the other tech maps, but that said, very different maps these are. You never really find 2 tech maps, especially in the LN sense, that are that similar.
Yeah, I would imagine. But this is definitely a much longer map. Clocking in at almost 4 minutes, at least on paper. It's going to be quite a considerable shift to the style of mapping that we just saw in the last pick.
Yeah, 4 minutes. So I wonder what the strategy here is. I'm thinking in my head. Long map usually favors the one that has the better accuracy, and we've seen onto Bakasi's accuracy just before, but in this case, there could be some 4D chess big brain moves from iid3rp. The longer the map, the more opportunities there is for onto Bakasi's screen to freeze.
Yes, or even better, you know, especially if you're playing 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you may not be able to hold that concentration for that extended period of time, okay? It may be a 5-dimensional chess move with multi-diverse time travel.
I think the simple answer is that iid3rp is just comfortable with this map. That's probably what it is, but we can always imagine.
We can always dream, okay? We can always dream. Dreaming is fun. And this song will definitely get you into that dreamy mood.
Very nice and chill opening here. A few tricky releases, can't chill too much here, and onto Bakasi does actually drop a 200. iid3rp as well, actually. So a little bit of act drop at the start there. And this is going to continue. These LNs are very short. Have to really keep your eye on them, your concentration, to be able to make sure you're not dropping 200s left and right, even though it is a deceptively slow song.
And there's going to be a couple of very short breaks in between some of these LN patterns. Gotta be careful to actually not forget about them. Otherwise, you'll be setting up for multiple misses.
Onto Bakasi, the first one to be able to really recover that accuracy drop at the start, already back up at 99.7. iid3rp lagging a little bit behind, but still with 99.4, building the accuracy up slowly, but there is a 200, and now we're getting into some really tricky timing patterns here.
Yeah, the song does a smooth transition into one of the first harder sections of the song.
Yeah, no, drop in accuracy down to 99.2 now for iid3rp. Onto Bakasi, still holding quite strong at 99.6.
And onto Bakasi is going to get a big lead out of this first Ki time. Up by only 6,000 points. We'll try to make the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, this is a little bit bigger of a lead. Actually, no, about the same lead. 0.4%, so about the same lead that onto Bakasi had in the first map. Definitely showing an extreme prowess in this LN accuracy, especially with like release maps. Like these release timings are really hard to maintain at good accuracy on. Onto Bakasi's just destroying them.
Yep, and still holding 99.6 in the process, like it's nothing.
Yeah, that said, iid3rp is catching up, starting to build up above 99.2 now, and onto Bakasi dropped a little bit, so maintaining this lead about 0.4% still. A third of the map left, and it's gonna come down to whether or not there are any misses here, because this AC lead, fairly significant right now for onto Bakasi. It's just the misses.
Yeah. But here we go. The song is making its grand build-up into the grand finale. The crescendo. Will iid3rp make a recovery?
And here we go. And at this point, as you said before, this is a very long map. Definitely the mental stamina, the mental fatigue starts kicking in, especially with a section like this at the end of the map. So possible for misses. Both players are holding on really strong. Not even accuracy drops really for either player so far.
Especially onto Bakasi, who is looking to just smoothly take this break point and is on track to do so. And hopefully nothing will happen like last map.
This should be safe now. Yeah,
it should be safe. Just
okay, wait, no,
hold
let's
down
wait.
LNs.
Let's wait. Okay, let's wait until it fully finishes. We don't want to. I don't think there's enough notes in the map, even if there's a disconnect. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Clean point there for onto 10 200s. Almost the single digit there, but the ratio difference as well. That actually very clean scores from both players. There's no 100s at all for either players. Both FCs.
Yeah. Onto Bakasi getting almost a 6-to-1 ratio in terms of the ratio, and that is a very formidable result. Going to keep things even at 1-1 as he looks to make a winning pick with the next decision.
I mean, the first coordination pick didn't end up working out because of some unfortunate accidents, but there's still two left up. Decoded density 3. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Okay. We're going very far away from the coordination now.
Yeah. You could only go further with the tiebreaker. That's how far away you are from coordination.
Yep, physical distance right here on the map pool screen.
Yeah. Bancho, stop ponging. This is the wrong time, dang it.
Okay, first time we're going to be seeing a density pick so far. That map that we just saw was quite dense, but more of a straightforward this one, I would expect.
Oh well, 2 minutes and 20 seconds in length. We supposed to be comfortable in length time, but in terms of actual mapping and actual playing, certainly won't feel like it.
Okay, I have been corrected.
We've been corrected.
A lot of coordination in this one, apparently.
Coordination light.
Yeah, the coordination density pick. I mean, if every pick in the pool is coordination, I'd be happy with that. But that's just my skill set. Anyway, onto Bakasi here. Strong start once again, 99.85. While iid3rp is dropping a little bit. Falling down to 99.6, but still keeping it relatively close enough so far. Gonna have to keep that up for the rest of the map, though.
Yeah, with onto Bakasi just sitting at 99.83. That is a fantastic start in the first 1,000 notes.
Yeah, managing to stabilize that, just low 99.8s there. iid3rp trying to catch up there, still 99.6 there. So it's a 0.2% accuracy lead for iid3rp, not the safest lead in the world.
But it's a lead. And that is what matters, especially when it's your own pick and you're trying to strike back after what had been an absolute shocker of the first map.
Yeah, and it looks like iid3rp now starting to struggle with the accuracy, dropping some 200s, below 99.5 now. And this accuracy lead is growing because iid3rp right now, 99.83, has just sat there for so long. Yeah,
the man is immovable, like a rock.
Budging at all. Remember, in the first couple seconds of the map, that was 99.85. It stayed the same.
Yep, 2,500 notes later, just has not moved.
And towards the end of the map, it's almost a 0.4% accuracy lead here.
Yeah, iid3rp absolutely anchoring himself to the 99.8% mark and will just refuse to let go.
Both players FCing once again, it looks like. I shouldn't say that too early.
No, come on.
There we go. Yep, both of them FC. But the combo consistency from both players has been pretty insane. Like this is essentially, aside from the frozen screen, this would have been 6 FCs so far in the match.
And iid3rp getting only 2 200s across the entirety of the song, that would have been almost... Wow.
That's a ridiculously clean score. That is 993k, 993.7. And I mean, if you're getting scores like that at this stage in round of 16, you're gonna beat basically everyone in the tournament.
Yep. Which begs the question of what happened in the first place that ended up in losers.
I believe win by default.
Oh.
Is the unfortunate answer to that question.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah. I think we would know that. I think we were scheduled to watch that match.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but it is going to be 2-1 up. Sorry, for iid3rp, and iid3rp has the pick now. Going to go with Comet Coaster. That's the protect. So the most comfortable map, you would think, for iid3rp here coming out, and still in this, of course. Like, it is iid3rp showing up really strong, but still even, all things considered.
iid3rp getting confirmation that this is a wild card, albeit does have some tech elements. And it definitely does have that upbeat momentum that can drive a lot of technical skill sets. But let's see, can iid3rp get a victory and keep things at even Steven? Or will iid3rp pull out with a 3-1 lead? We will see.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. It's 2.5 minutes, relatively short for this pool at least. Quite a lot of 2.5 minute maps I've seen. But
yeah, there's a lot of 2.5 minutes maps in this pool. They did keep the timing relatively even.
A couple of 200s for both players here at the start of the map. Gonna even up in accuracy just a little bit, but as expected, it's looking like iid3rp slightly starting to edge ahead in the accuracy, and I think that's a pattern that is going to continue. So iid3rp, if he wants to be able to win some more points in this match, it's going to have to be off the back of some misses, most likely here, because this accuracy, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, and the man has unfortunately been getting outplayed in accuracy in the majority of the map so far, despite iid3rp's best efforts.
Ooh, there's quite a lot of 200s there from iid3rp, dropping down to 99.2. That's going to cost quite a lot of score here, 0.4% already is the accuracy lead.
And it's only continuing to grow as iid3rp just struggles to stay in the 99.345 range. And onto Bakassi pushing for 99.7.
Yeah, I think iid3rp's definitely stabilized now. Starting to increase the accuracy. The hit error bar is looking much better than it did before. So should be able to probably reach maybe like 99.4 if he keeps this up. But still, onto Bakassi is all the while raising the accuracy even higher, reaching 99.7 just about now. So this accuracy difference, it's really onto Bakassi to mess this up, if anything. If both players full combo, this is one more point for onto Bakassi.
But will it happen? Only time will tell. As onto Bakassi is continuing to hit all these very short LNs. It's very easy to misread one of them, but so far onto Bakassi looking incredibly good here, and with the song's note density dropping off real quick, it should be a simple conversion from here on out, and onto Bakassi will get there.
991k. That was 6 200s, and I think like at least 2 of them were at the very start of the map.
Wow.
Yeah, ratio difference, 200 difference. Full combos once again. Like, both of these players are so consistent with the full combos so far this match. But unfortunately for iid3rp, that just favors onto Bakassi, because if both players full combo, then the AC difference is the only deciding factor.
Yeah, and I think that iid3rp is getting the slow realization that it ain't looking good here in terms of choices. If onto Bakassi can just FC every map, he very well may get outskilled in the majority, if not all of them, at this rate, which is a very scary prospect.
Okay, onto Bakassi picks Rocket, which I am trying to scan my eyes around to find which map has those words in it, but
and the answer is anything. None of them. Absolutely none of them. I refuse to believe otherwise.
Wait, is Rocket a sensible? Oh,
Rocket.
Chat filters, right? It's Pico probably.
Pico's a filtered word.
Right. No,
what?
It's probably because of a certain show.
I'm too innocent to know.
It begins with Bakuno. Probably. I suspect that's the reason. If any, I don't know what is Pico a swear word in another language? I don't even know.
That's
funny though. That's funny though. What? Why Rocket? What?
Dude, you know what? Reminder that Roblox is. Was it Roblox or was it Lego? It was one of the two. I think Roblox is a filtered word for Lego or something. Don't ask me why.
What? The chat filters are wacko. They appear when you least expect them.
Oh my god.
But this is a pick that I would expect. It goes along with what onto Bakassi's been strong at so far: coordination, releases, accuracy, 4.2 stars, very slow kind of map, right?
Yep.
Very much favors the side with the better accuracy.
And onto Bakassi has been the clear favorite in every single bout thus far. But will that continue? Should, but you never know, Okay, we've been caught off guard before. More specifically, twice today. So, wait, make that 3 times. iid3rp had just crashed his PC.
Well, if there was ever time for crashing a PC, it would be now rather than in the map. You know,
that is true.
like onto before.
It's okay. Don't worry, he's got this.
Yeah, so we'll just have to wait until iid3rp manages to restart, get back in the lobby.
Yeah, I still can't believe that it's a filtered word. That just sounds...
That's weird, yeah. I mean, No, just
we don't even
question.
we don't even have a list. I don't think there's like an official list of every single filtered word.
Yeah, I don't think there's an official. I mean, it kind of makes sense for there not to be an official list because then that just encourages people to go and spam them. But
dang it, you're right.
I mean, there's a few obvious ones. There's some like weirder ones.
Lego and Roblox. But
yeah, Roblox. I remember like Cookie Z used to be a filtered word. Like that was like ages ago though. That was when he was still banned.
Yeah, I think that one's probably one of the more popular ones that people know about. I think there was one with a kite, but I don't remember. Kite.
It's weird. There was one the other day that we saw in one of the matches where the word banned is filtered to bannerlings.
That's
and of course in the match, ref was asking, or ref was trying to say that one map was banned, and it ended up being filtered to bannerlings, and one of the players just got really confused because of course you would if English is not your first language and you're seeing some made up wacko word like that.
Yeah, well that's also filtered words in a nutshell. So yeah, not surprising.
Looks like Ida being invited back to the lobby, so shouldn't be too much longer of a wait here.
We say that, but there's always things that can go wrong.
Like another crash.
Exactly. Let's just hope it's not from the streaming side.
That's happened once before. I remember there was an MWC match that I was commentating with China. Mm-hmm. It was Team China, yeah, and they had all of their players had their Osu crash or freeze one after the other.
Was it like
one of them left? We had to wait. They came back, and as soon as they came back, a second player had their computer have troubles, and they had to restart. And then a third player happened. I think it happened like 3 or 4 times. It's like, what is this?
Was that 2 years ago?
I
remember seeing that somewhere.
It might have been. I remember it was a match. I can't even remember who it was. It was China versus someone. I was casting it with Aza, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll have to go look for it later. Yeah. I'll have to go look for it later, but it was a long match. That's for sure. But not for the reason that people usually like long matches.
Yes, because remember, the longest OSU World Cup match is sitting at about 3 hours and 40 minutes in an official World Cup setting.
Oh yes, that was of course.
I forgot what the answer to that.
Brazil, South
Brazil
Korea.
and South Korea in Catch World Cup.
Mania World Cup. Grand Finals a couple years ago. That said, this year's MWC Grand Finals, actually I'm not sure how long it was, but it was a full-on bracket reset.
Yeah,
so
I remember seeing that.
That would be fairly up there in terms of match length.
Yeah, you'll never find any Taiko matches up there. Never.
Yeah. Bracket reset in a Taiko World Cup, not a thing.
Not a thing. We might as well just write out the rule at that point. Honestly.
They should add bracket reset for like the second, third place match, right?
Yeah. 100%. Petition to change rule set. That's okay. But that's not going to be happening here because in this tournament, bracket resets always a beautiful thing. But that will be a storyline that will happen 5 weeks down the road. For now, though, back to Pico Pico. Or Rocket, as I should call it.
Yeah, we're into the map now. And a bit of a rough start there for Ida at the start, dropping briefly below 99%, but plenty of time to catch up. But definitely is actually struggling with the accuracy just a little bit with this coordination. What tends to happen a lot of the times with Ida having a miss. Okay, not comfortable at all on a map like this. And I think Onto Picasse's found the pick. This is the pick right now because 99.8 versus 98.6. This is by far the biggest difference we've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's just over 1%. iid3rp has been doing a very good job keeping up with Ontipakasi throughout the entire match, just not here. But iid3rp will be trying.
Yeah, the slower coordination pick seems to be what iid3rp is struggling on the most. These parts right now, iid3rp managing to bring in the accuracy back up. It's above 99% at least now, but there is still that miss to keep in mind. So it's a 0.7% lead plus 1 miss lead. So really significant right now. Gonna have to be a few misses, maybe like 3 misses, 4 misses, given this accuracy difference.
Well, yeah, not only the accuracy difference, you gotta think about the score difference as well. With Ontipakasi sitting at about nearly 20,000 points, that is the best margin he has seen all match. And that's not changing anytime soon.
Yeah, 1/3 of the map left. I mean, we say that Ontipakasi has to find a miss if iid3rp wants to come back. Ontipakasi has not missed so far in this whole match, other than the one freeze, which I don't think we really count that.
Yeah, we wouldn't count that at all. No.
But other than technical issues, no misses from Ontipakasi at all. I think this is actually iid3rp's first miss as well. Like, this has been just the FC match.
Which is crazy to see in a loser bracket match because, you know, you normally wouldn't see players scoring major FCs like this. Yet, we have 2 very fine players who are able to do so.
Yeah, that's just the quality of the tournament. Like, the players in the tournament, like, once again, like, we've been talking about it every week, they're too strong. Like, people are too good. They shouldn't be allowed to be able to get these scores. I don't... ban Ontipakasi from this tournament. 3 200s, and that's a 993k once again. Wow. So that was a convincing score lead right there. Well picked from Ontipakasi. This means he is leading 4-1. So iid3rp gets the point at the very gets the pick at least for now. So there is one last opportunity if iid3rp wants to come back in this match, score a few more points, force a tiebreaker. But it's going to have to be right now, and Ontipakasi still has the last coordination map. That is a scary prospect.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect iid3rp to be picking coordination 2 at all. It seems to be a recipe for disaster if that is done. Does iid3rp want to take a chance on a wild card? And try and go for maybe fractalize?
I think definitely the wild card and the density, like Comet Coaster and Decoded, relatively more close. I would say maybe one of the density picks could be good if iid3rp is able to keep up with Fragments the whole way.
Yeah, but Fragments is the only density pick left in the pool. So there really isn't room.
Yeah, there is still a last tech pick up, but trying to rely on Ontipakasi missing has not been working out for iid3rp so far. So it's going to have to be in a map that iid3rp can keep up as high accuracy as possible for the entire map long.
A stacked bracket needs stacked pulls, yes. And we also need some stacked decisions.
Where's the 7-star maps, SMH?
Where's the 7?
Where's the 20-star maps? Why isn't there a Vibro pool in the LN tournament?
Dang it. Why do we only have 1 tiebreaker?
Exactly.
Where's the 1-star maps?
Where's Full Moon Night? That's an LN map.
Oh, man. Where is the maps?
Yeah, why does the pool have no maps? What the hell?
Yeah, I know. Where is this?
But it is going to be a Fragments pick from iid3rp, so it is going to be the last density map of the pool, 2.5 minutes long here. And this is a fairly fast one, 196 BPM.
Yeah, now I'm kind of curious to see if iid3rp will perform better in the faster speed. Because there hasn't really been too many opportunities to kind of showcase more faster paced song.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, if you look at it this way, iid3rp struggled the most on the slower song, right? Like 120 BPM release map just then. So here, faster speed means that iid3rp performs better.
Right?
It's maths. Simple maths.
There must be like an if there's a negative relationship with slow speed, there obviously must be a positive one with fast speed. Like minute.
Yep. I'm sure if iid3rp puts
and
on
he starts
DT
at
on this map,
93.
I mean, 200 at the start, unfortunate, but 1-200 is not going to decide the match here, probably.
Like minute.
But is struggling to... It's going to take a little bit of time to recover that accuracy now.
Yeah, 100%.
99.9% for iid3rp, so having a very good time with this intro, at least so far.
Well, we will see. Because iid3rp is having a near flawless start. Oh, here we go. Density picking up significantly here.
And these patterns are quite fast. So plenty of opportunity to lose accuracy, and a few 200s being dropped by iid3rp here. There was 1 or 2 200s dropped by iid3rp, but still 99.8%, so hard to call that a drop at all. And at this point, this is a fairly short map as well. So 99% being the accuracy for iid3rp. Onto drops a little bit, but still, it's a 0.7% accuracy lead. So this is going to require misses on the side of iid3rp, but we just haven't seen those all match long.
Yeah, the man has yet to make an unforced error. And look, maybe on a map like this, it can be possible, especially if you miscoordinate the wrong LN release in the wrong order.
Absolutely. It's absolutely possible to find misses here, and it is what iid3rp is relying on. Last third of the map, we're going to have one more difficult section later here.
All right, here we go. Big build-up now, as iid3rp is fighting for his tournament life, but iid3rp is doing a very fine job at settling things down and settling down the chances of any changes.
It just doesn't look like there's any opportunity. Onta is just not giving iid3rp any opportunity to be able to come back. And that's just going to be it.
Yeah. There we go. iid3rp winning the match in 5-1 fashion. May have very well almost been 5-0.
Oh, and another 991k. That makes at least three of these maps have been over 990k for iid3rp. Insane player. And unfortunately, that means iid3rp is going to be eliminated. 5-1, managed to win 1 point. Even if it is because of a technical mistake, iid3rp managing to get, it was a 983k or something like that on that first map. Definitely impressive. Yeah. So I think iid3rp overall played really, really well. 4, or I would say 5 FCs out of 6 maps.
Yeah, 100%. And not just that, iid3rp still getting 1 point is going to do very well at ruining people's pick'ems, because we always like to ruin people's pick'ems. So, 5-1 result. One iid3rp should be happy off, especially with how well iid3rp had played the majority of these maps.
Yeah, but absolutely.
iid3rp, moving on for now.
Moving on. Not going to move on to next week just yet. There's going to be one more match, of course, being in the losers bracket. So iid3rp is going to move on, and we can have a look at the bracket now, actually, here. Yeah. This is the losers bracket side here. iid3rp is going to... That is DA versus Ina. So the winner of DA versus Ina is going to go up against iid3rp later on this weekend. That's going to be exciting. Actually, oh man, these names. Oh, what is going on?
These names are tough.
Yeah,
I only see letters.
This is a hard one. See a few more of these matches. I think the Yoppie Yugen match at the bottom has already been declared a win by default.
I don't see names. I see crypto coins.
Yep. I know most of these players. I think some of them are just slipping me because of the three things. But yeah, there's a lot of scary players here.
Well, of course, it is a very big bracket for now.
There are
going to be some very scary performances.
speaking of DA versus Ina, that's going to be the next match. Not on stream, but it's going to be the next match being played in the tournament, at least. So we are going to be going on a bit of a break. It's going to be, I believe this is about 5 hours from now. Yep, 4 hours and 54 minutes to be precise, is going to be the next set of matches. So that's going to be DA versus Ina happening off screen, and Jundarin versus Sudden Death is that. Wow. We've got some hard matches for,
I
these
believe that's our first winner bracket match off the evening as well.
Let's have a quick double check.
I think so. I remember reading
Jundarin,
that.
that's a losers bracket match. Whoa.
What?
Oh my god. Okay. Sudden Death and Jundarin in the losers bracket. Oh my god. And if I'm not mistaken, that whole bracket in the losers, I think that's Jundarin, Sudden Death, Sunny, and Ruka, all in the same bracket. Only one of those 4 players is coming out.
Oh, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I thought they were winners. Whoops.
Yeah. Well, anyway, make sure you stay tuned. Come back in 5 hours. We're gonna have some more banger matches for you. See you then.
See you then. Until next time. Thank you all for tuning in as the round of 16 of the mania mLN3 tournament continues.